Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Mesalina Tarot. Today we are going to have an overview of the year 2020 for an actor very well known, Brad Pitt. And the reason why I chose him was that he recently broke up with a lady he was dating with, a German model, and well, I know he's having very tough times with his divorce, and this kind of short, open relationship with this model didn't work neither, which doesn't surprise me much. But anyway, that is not my business, obviously. So I would like to go through his year and see what the ups and downs might have been. And I'm only checking 2020. I'm not making any forecast for him because I want to respect, let's say, that area of people's lives. And I just want to talk about things that we all know in some way. All right. So that's it. And I just want to talk about it, seeing that reflected in the cards, right? Okay. So we can start with how he has been in 2020, his identity, what he had to work on mainly, and it is the Tower. Oh my gosh, the Tower is a card of changes, sudden changes. I know that his life is a bit upside down since the divorce of Angelina, and yeah, it's a card of change of structures, of of having to make radical changes in his life, and whatever seemed to be stable is not stable anymore, and he will have to plan his life in a different way from now. Yeah. Also, the Tower means someone that could have some very explosive reactions. So I would watch out with that, because apparently that was the reason for which he was sued by his ex-wife. So be careful with this. Okay, second house is the house of money and resources, talents. We have here the Death card. So I guess he's going through some transformation in his talents and also in money. Regarding money, maybe he has to cut off with some stuff, with some unnecessary expenses. We all know that going through a divorce involves spending a lot of money on attorneys, and also, well, some people just lose a lot of money. So yeah, this year I think it's better to be conservative in regards to spending money. Yeah, and in regards to his talents, there could be some kind of transformation. Maybe he's leaving something behind and he will start fresh in a different way. That's something that we will have to see maybe in 2021. Okay, the house of siblings and short trips and communication. Okay, so in regards to communication, this year he's seen as someone fun, someone attractive, someone that is joyful, someone that well, just provokes good humor. That's great. And also he could be have very productive ideas or very productive projects that he would like to communicate and to get people engaged. Yes, I don't know if he's got siblings. Maybe there's a female. If he's got any sibling, maybe there's a female there, and she could be having some influence in him, during this year. Okay, fourth house, the house of the home. We've got a Devil card. Well, we all know that Devil card means problems, obsessions, discussions. So that is not great at all, especially in the home environment. So it must have been quite tough for him. Yeah, and looks like that's some kind of toxic relationship that is been going on there. Oh well. Let's hope for the best for 2021. In regards to the fifth house, the house of children, and also lovers or love life. Yeah, I think this is very funny. The Wheel of Fortune for me is something that comes and goes. And this is what happened with this German model that they met, they dated for a while, and that's it. So I think for whatever we've got for the rest of the year, he will not be committing to anyone seriously. And actually, I think he also dated somebody else before he dated this German model as well, but it was for a very short period of time. Or he was seen with somebody else, with another model. I have no idea. In regards to his children, there could be some changes, I guess, due to the divorce. Of course, we would have to pull more cards to see what's going on here, or how things will be, which direction they will take. But with one card, I just don't want to risk too much. Okay. This is the 6th house, the house of daily work. Okay, looks like he's been having some options, some choices to make, maybe several projects, and also apparently he got very along with the people that he has been working with. So that's great. At least this has been an area of joy. Good. Partnerships. And allies. Well, we've got here the Moon card. This is not the greatest card. This is a card for me of distrust, of not being very sure if the other person is reliable or not, of if the other person is lying in some way or not. So it's a card of confusion. It's a card of white lies or very big lies, depends. But yeah, it's not a card that I like for this position. Yeah, so I would be careful with having partnerships or societies with somebody else. Also, there could be partnerships from abroad, or something being offered to him from abroad, not from the US. Okay, this is the house of, well, I would say sexuality, but it's also related with psychological processes. So I think with the star, this should be the star card. He must be healing some psychological problems, like for instance the divorce. I'm just mentioning that one because it's the only thing I know really on paper about him. Maybe he's got other stuff as well, but for sure it's time to take a rest, to stop for a while, breathe, and try to find solutions and therapies to overcome these issues. If they can be kind of alternative therapies, way better. Right, we're moving on to the 9th house, which is the house of legal cases, trials, overseas trips. Well, there's quite a lot of uncomfortness there in legal battles. We know why. I'm not going to repeat that again. And he feels as he has been treated very bad. He feels as he has been a victim in this whole thing. And also, well, long trip distances can be a pain in the ass for him, obviously. Well, for anyone that wants to travel, but right now it's like it would be too uncomfortable. Some people still travel, but I don't think he is so interested in that. Okay, so public image. We've got the Fool. So in a certain way, we've got here the card of someone who is behaving in an erratic way. And someone that is, let's say, very independent at the same time. And someone that kind of comes and goes, someone that is also very spontaneous. So he's got all this mix, and I think it makes sense because, well, again, everyone knows that he's getting divorced, and that that involves a new beginning for him as well. He used to be in a family environment, and now he's on his own, mainly. Obviously, he can have friends and whatever, but default is something structureless. So yeah, that's a bit the kind of image he gives to the world. Also, he could be seen as someone with well, kind of genius ideas. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, what about friendships and groups? Okay, in regards to friendships and groups, I think he's got quite a lot of power. He's someone, a referral, an important person in his circle. So yeah, and I think this is funny. I think like he transmits his values very clearly, and people listen to him this year, 2020. Yeah, maybe he's got something to say to his friends or to the community to which he belongs, which is mainly actors and actresses. And yeah, I think he's also projecting an image of someone stable, mature, and well, someone that is doing the right thing, so to speak. Even though his public image in general is the fool. But anyway, okay, this is justice, the house of, some people say karma. Personally, I don't like it much, but funny as it is, the justice is a card of karma. And is also a card of spirituality. So I think his spirituality is, he gives importance to that, but not that much. So it's got its own place, but it doesn't take much in his life at the moment. And also, like we said before, this is a card of karma. So whatever he has done wrong is coming back to him like a boomerang. And yeah, so I would try to be a bit careful this year, especially, well, in general, like be careful because, or think twice, or think of the consequences of whatever you decide, because everything has, let's say, some kind of consequence. That's what it is. Okay, let's see the general energy for him for 2020. We've got temperance, which means moderation, which means having to calm down your emotions, having to cope with, yeah, not going from one extreme to another, which makes a lot of sense with this card here of the Tower. So yeah, I think he has to even take some therapy if possible, something that relaxes him, even some chemicals. Well, it's too much. But yeah, I think that as long as he tries to have faith that things will be fine in the future, in that he doesn't get too explosive and he tries to see things in a moderate way, moderation is the key, then he should be fine. But again, we have to watch out that our reactions are not too extreme. So be careful, just be careful with that. And I think you should be feeling more calm, more peaceful, and with more harmony in your life. Okay, well, I think that's it. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.